Hey everybody, I'm Captain Zap, and this is another Bedrock Player Tries Java kind of episode. This is on a friend of mine's, you might remember, Dembski. Dembski has a Java server, or I guess it's a realm, and he invited me. He did warn me that, okay, there's a bit of a story here, but he did warn me that it is a PvP realm, and the second I join that I am going to be, enemy number one. So I eventually joined the server, and he happened to be online, and I instantly just booked it. I ran for the hills. I grabbed a little bit of wood, some just supplies to get me on my way, and I just start cruising, right? And I travel about, 500-600 blocks, and I'm thinking, this is pretty good. I can kind of start slowing down. And I was chatting with them in the game chat, and I didn't have this sense like I was in serious danger, but I knew that Dembski really wants to kill me. Probably has something to do with some of my other episodes when we played Bedrock together, but anyway. So I'm in a hurry, just to get the basic stuff and get on my way. So about 45 minutes into this, I make it to a village, and this village was actually probably about 1,000 blocks out in each direction. And I'm rooting through the village, digging through the chests, and I start digging through this one chest, and I hear this, and instantly I was like, frozen. I was like computing my brain. There must be some way this is not a human player. And in about 4 or 5 seconds, I realized, no, there's no way. So I had a whole bunch of good stuff in that chest. I instantly close the chest and start running. And I hear it again. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, I forgot about entity cramming. Oh, wow. Anyway, so I'm just going to kill these guys real quick while we're doing this. Yeah, did I get any good bows? Nothing. That's one thing I'm noticing. It is really hard to get enchanted gear from mobs. On Bedrock, they drop them all the time, but on Java, it's really, really rare, I guess. I don't know. So, anyway, okay. So, I'm running from this village, and my heart is pumping, and I just know if Dembski actually finds me, I'm dead. So I'm running away from this village. I jump in this little river, and I get across the river, and I hear the and it was really loud, and I look behind me, and there's Dembski running full speed, in full diamond, running on the river with ice boots, and my heart just panicked. A part of me just wanted to just stand still and just accept it. And I was like, oh man, he got me. But probably just the absolute fear of having to face that text in the chat that says, Dembski killed me. I couldn't do it. So I turned around and I ran into the woods. And I'm like panicking, like, do I go across this big body of water, or do I try hide here? And then I see him enter the forest, and I hear a stupid trumpet. I hated that trumpet. So I found a tree, and I dug straight down, and I put a block over my head and crouched, and I just sat there terrified. And I didn't know if he could track me. So I'm like texting him, like, how did you, or I was messaging him in the game, how did you find me? I'm like, are you using a locator map? Like, I don't understand. And he's kind of laughing, because I guess those don't work the same on Java as they do on Bedrock. So I realized I had a pumpkin. So underground, I'm like scrambling to carve this pumpkin and put it on my head, all without releasing shift, because I'm going to give my name tag away. So I finally get this pumpkin on my head, and I think I'm safe. And I text him in the game, and I'm like, can you still see me? And he's like, well, I know you're here, but no, I can't see you. And I'm like, am I on your map? He's like, map? I'm not using a map. That's not how they work here. I was like, I felt so lost. I was like, I don't know how you found me, and I don't know how you can track me on this game. So I just sat there frozen. Like, all right, if he's gonna find me, he's gonna find me, and I'm just gonna accept it. But he was kind of wandering around the tree, blowing the stupid trumpet, and he ended up wandering away from me. And I dug. So as soon as he got, like, I don't know, 20, 30 blocks away, I kind of calculated he wouldn't be able to hear me breaking blocks, so I instantly mined straight down. You know, I was risking it all. Mining straight down, straight down, straight down, and I'm like, I fall into this cave, there's mobs everywhere, I don't have armor, I don't have nothing. I don't even know how to use attack, PvP, I guess it's PvE, on Java. It is so weird. Like, just swinging with a sword, the timing of it is so different. And so I'm running through this cave where any one of those mobs, I mean, on Bedrock, I can handle these mobs pretty confidently with almost nothing. But on Java, I'm like, any spider here would kill me. Anything would kill me because I just have no idea how to attack. I even... after I was in this cave, I go to a corner, I hide, I start trying to get some gear. I'm like messaging Dembski, like, how did you find me? Are you still here? I don't understand how to hide from you. And he's not really giving me very good clues, of course. Oh, my shield's almost dead. Anyway, so eventually I get rid of the pumpkin head because I think he tells me that doesn't work or whatever. And you know what? I wonder if I still have it. No, maybe it's somewhere else. Anyway, so... I'm down in this cave and I craft a shield and I get some basic, no armor, just basic gear, you know, a good sword, some food, I made bread, and then I'm going to leave this cave after, oh no, I logged off. I was like, forget this, I got to go research this game, I have no idea how to hide from him. So I log off and I text him and I said, you know what, I'm not logging on until 2 a.m. when you're asleep. Because he's got to work in the morning. So I do that. I logged on about 12:30, and he was gone. So I played till about 2 in the morning, and I was just working on getting out of this cave. So I craft a shield, and I'm trying to get my way through this cave, and a spider comes at me. So I crouch, and the spider bites me. I'm like, what? Do shields not work against spiders? I don't understand. So I'm like, crouch again. And the spider bites me. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I just start, you know, spamming the attack. And it's like, it felt like a million times I had to hit this stupid thing. I don't understand. I got to charge my attack. I don't understand. I have to actually click to engage the shield. I don't understand anything about this game. Oh, getting out of that cave was terrifying. Anyway, I eventually did. I got out of the cave. And I instantly ran for thousands and thousands and thousands of blocks. And I didn't stop running because I don't understand how he can find me. He did give me a couple clues. He said, the mobs gave you away, and I got really good render distance. So I think what he did is he either pillared up and looked for mobs that were spawned anywhere around him, and that would give him a clue if there's a player there spawning those mobs. And then he just tries to follow that and then do it again and see if there's mobs spawning way in the distance. And I think that's how he knew I was still underground, because the mobs weren't spawning. They were still spawning where I was. So that's clever. That's clever. But I've ran so friggin' far away, you'll never see me. Not until I come back. And when I come back, I'm coming back likely to just die. Because Dembski and his brother, Broski, they're adept at this game. They are fluent in Java PvP. So I think I should hit these guys at least once so I can get the XP. Does that... I'm trying to change my view. There we go. I don't know if that's how it works on here. Oh, wow. Pretty good, pretty good. Still no enchanted gear. Anyway, so I ran for thousands and thousands of blocks, and I found the perfect place. I'm not gonna really describe where I am very much, because I'm still afraid. But this is about the extent of my progress. I have... Oh, another thing. I tried to make a micro sugarcane farm, and what the heck? Dispensers don't hit things with bone meal. That doesn't make sense to me. How are you supposed to make a micro farm? Does everything have to be massive? This is my trick, you know? I get the bone meal from the skeletons. I bone meal the crap out of this, and I just build up my bookcases, and I can enchant my gear right here. But no, I got to go back to the surface and try to get some sort of a farm going for sugarcane. But that's going to be a whole nother adventure. Anyway, my sword's going to break here. Yeah, so I found this skeleton spawner, and I actually found a good amount of spider spawners. I think I have a spot with... I shouldn't even say this, because, you know, Damsky could technically use this information to calculate the possible locations. But 4 spider spawners all in a group, which I think I can get them all to activate at the same time. I'm not exactly sure the activation rules on Java, but yeah, it's... Oh! My micro farm is working. Oh man, why? Oh, I don't have bone meal. Okay, I can make... Oh yeah, and the menus. Oh my gosh. Actually have to take blocks and put them in here to make things is just so weird. Do I have a crafting table? Yeah, I do. And then using these menus, they're not very clear. And clicking through these things, and then, you know, clicking them one at a time over here. I'm sure there's quicker ways to do it. So look, if I click this, and if I shift click this, it makes 3. Okay, but if I click this, I control click this, no, it's only going to make that many. But if I take all this bone meal and I shift click this, there we go. So you have to actually physically put stuff in the crafting menu, which you don't really have to do on Bedrock. And then this was my big problem right here, is that I can't bone meal this. Wait, what if I put it in my offhand? Is that a thing? What? Oh, that's so cool. Anyway. Oh, I need to replant that. That's not... My microphone will quit. Anyway, so this... Oh, I moved my screen. I moved my change view button to a button on my mouse, but the mouse button isn't 100%, so I got to click it a bunch of times. Anyway, this is pretty well my progress. I'm proud of it. Full diamond, and I've got a little bit of farm stuff going on. I got a lot of beef, so that's good. I'm not ready to confront any of these guys yet, but I guess the server is a race to kill the dragon. The first person to kill the dragon wins. I've pretty well determined I'm not going to be able to do that. I've also done a little bit of research into the differences in the dragon fight, and I feel like it's going to be gnarly. Anyway, so I thought I'd give you guys an update on where I am on the Java server and how my first impressions of playing Java as a Bedrock player have been, and it's actually a lot more difficult than I was expecting. I was expecting essentially just a couple different differences in mechanics, but the gameplay to feel the exact same. But I think it's the combat. The combat feels so much different that it's like a whole new game. You know, I've got to learn new muscle memory. I've got to learn new responses to dangers, like actually left clicking to engage my shield, and then the timing between holding your shield and swinging your sword, because you can't do them both at the same time. Whereas on Bedrock, you can just crouch, which holds your shield up, and just hit with your sword. And you don't have to disengage your shield to use your sword, unless I'm doing it wrong. Let's see here. Let's do a little experiment. Engage this shield. Yeah, see, I can't click with my sword, which is different on Bedrock as you can. Which I honestly think should be able to engage your sword while... Oh, come on. I think you should be able to engage your sword while you have your shield up, and maybe have it like less damage on your attack, maybe. But you know what? I will say the combat on Java feels better is not exactly the right word, but I think it could work because it's a lot more complicated, yes, but you know, I absolutely despise spam clicking on Bedrock. I despise. That's why I don't play those PvP servers anymore, because all it is who can click faster, which I can't click very fast because I'm old, and I just don't care. That doesn't feel like you're in this adventure and you're trying to survive, and that has like this realistic aspect to it. And then when it comes to combat, it's like, I just break my sugar cane. Oh, son of a gun. Anyway, I'm dangerous to crops. That's about it. Anyway, yeah, combat, I actually really like it. I know it's going to be a lot to get used to, but I think it's going to have a funner feel to the PvP. It's not just like such a flat plane of technique. You're going to have, you know, shield blocking, running, jumping, timing your sword, and then integrating a bow into that, which I have, you know, all I've been practicing is a shield, and then maybe a sword every now and then. I've been practicing on cows. That's where I got all the beef. I've been trying to learn how to crit on cows. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy. This is kind of it's actually a very different style of video than what I've done in any other kind of videos I've done. But, you know, I have a PC now, and I've started branching off into Java content. And we're going to be putting, it sounds like we're going to be putting the replay mod on the server so that we'll be able to capture things like Dembski nearly killing me. I believe we can capture that kind of stuff and then look back later. All stuff I'm going to have to learn. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the video and my take as a Bedrock player on experiencing Java survival for the first time. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm definitely going to do some more of it. But yeah, I do miss. I will say I do miss a lot of things from Bedrock, and I wish that we could kind of trade. I'd like the PvP on Bedrock, but I like the some of the redstone components like dispensers and movable tile entities on Java would be amazing. Anyway, this is Captain Zap signing out, and I thank you guys for watching. Anyway, bye.